Yesterday was our first day on the Olympic Peninsula. If you missed this video, I will link it below, but we first stopped at a beautiful lavender farm where we walked in the fields while gazing up at the Olympics in the background. We then continued into Olympic National Park to Hurricane Ridge. Even the view from the visitor center here was stunning. This part of the park is honestly my favorite. Unfortunately, since the last time we visited, the lodge here was destroyed in a fire, but it is scheduled to reopen this coming June. We then took the Hurricane Hill Trail, which is a moderate 3.5 mile out and back trail. You'll enjoy more scenic views of the Olympic Mountains in the subalpine trail and maybe even snow, lots of wildlife and flowers, and the summit is just jaw-dropping. Definitely one of my favorite hikes in Olympic. Our day then ended at Lake Crescent Lodge, where we rented a log cabin. Lake Crescent is a beautiful glacial carved lake nestled in the foothills of the Olympic Mountains. Which brings us all caught up to today, waking up and exploring this beautiful lake and lodge ready for our next hike.
Good morning, guys. So today is our second day in Olympic National Park and it's our first full day here. We are right now at the Mount Storm King trailhead and we are getting ready for our hike.
Same place I went yesterday.
And straight up we go.
Mount Storm King is the most popular trail at Lake Crescent. It is considered a strenuous 4.1 mile out and back hike. You'll make your way up through giant pines, cedars, and hemlocks as you steeply climb the first 2 miles until you reach the end of the maintained trail.
I'm feeling pretty beat. It's such a beautiful day though, so it's kind of hard to complain.
Once you hit the end of the maintained trail, this is when things really start to get interesting. The views become more and more spectacular, and then there's the ropes. The last quarter mile involves a steep rocky trail with a series of ropes, which can only be used one at a time. Keep in mind, however, as you go up, you'll need to come back down. These ropes are also not maintained by the park, so use at your own discretion, which we definitely did not know ahead of time, but maybe it's better that way. And trust me, the steep climb is totally worth it because you'll be rewarded for all of your hard work with views of the Olympic Mountains, Lake Crescent, and the Strait of Juan de Fuca from the top. It is absolutely stunning. The combination of the deep blue waters, rugged rocky outcroppings, mountains, and lush green forests is just what makes Olympic National Park so spectacular. And like I said, what goes up must come back down, so take your time and go one step at a time.
And we made it.
To cool off from our hike, we stopped at Lake Crescent to dip our feet in and enjoy the views from below. There were some people swimming here, but the water is very cold. We ended our day at a cabin near Neah Bay, ready for our next day on the Olympic Peninsula in an Olympic National Park. Make sure you stay tuned for our next day in Olympic National Park.